pull off track. We got one coming. All right, final score, Alabama 24, Georgia 21. There's your upset. All right, coming up next is going to be Mr. Nolan Robinson. Mr. Nolan comes to us from over in Atwood, Tennessee. Calls his tractor the Cracker Jack. I like to call Mr. Nolan the man with a big smile. You can never tell where that man finishes. His expression never changes. He seems to have fun everywhere he goes.
Then we'll finish out the class with Jeff Dykes, the alcoholic deer, from right up the road in McMinnville, Tennessee. And we'll see if we can get one of these deers down the track here tonight.
Been a tough night for the green folks.
Got a couple in our farm stock class, looks like, about 5 or so tractors in our 12.5 farm stock class, 8 mile an hour. Be our final class of the night. Fans, one more time. Eli Wallace, he's got his helmet off. He can hear you. Let's give him a tough luck round of applause. All right, Nolan Robinson, the Cracker Jack, Atwood, Tennessee. So 2 left to go. Light limited supers. Mark Filiatro in the number 1 spot with the Bruiser at 357.93. Number 2 spot, Richard Taylor, the Family Tradition at 341.85. And we've got Evan McDaniel in that number 3 spot, Constant Sorrow at 338.09. All right, so another orange one. Lots of color, lots of variety. Light limited supers.
Yeah, that's one of the very interesting things about this limited light super class. Got a lot of color in it, a lot of diversity through the manufacturers.
Yeah, last Friday was up in a pull up in Ohio and running the light limited super stock. Saw Deutz in action. It's been a long time since I've seen a Deutz. A couple Olivers. Good run, Nolan Robinson. It's going to be right around that number 5 spot possibly. We'll wait for the numbers to come in.
.58 for Mr. Nolan Robinson and the Cracker Jack, 305.58. All right, one more to go, folks. Jeffrey Dykes is going to wind up our light limited super stock division. Jeff comes to us from over in McMinnville, Tennessee. Alcohol powered John Deere called the Alcoholic Deer.
All right, fans, so we're bringing out the Alcoholic Deer to take us home here in our limited super stock class as Jeff Dykes, McMinnville, Tennessee. Now Mark Filiatro, our leader with the Bruiser tractor, 357.93. Got to dodge one more bullet to take the big win home here tonight. So I got that belt buckle on the line. All right, here we go. Track is clear. Jeff Dykes, the Alcoholic Deer, final tractor in the class. Watch that orange cone down at the end of the track. 357.93. That's what he's got to go past. Oh, had the wheels up, fans. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Good run for Jeff Dykes, but going to be a little bit short of that lead distance out there. For 6,200 pounds, not a whole lot of weight to play with out there, and you saw that front end come up.
Okay. 319.28 for Jeff Dykes and the Alcoholic Deer. 319.28. Folks, that's going to do it for our light limited super stock division. Going to give you the top five. Jeff Dykes, fifth place, 319.28. Fourth place, Derek Cooper and the Little Man's Dream out of Scottsville, Kentucky, 327.24. Third place going to be Evan McDaniel, the Constant Star Agco from down in Florence, Alabama, 338.09. Runner-up, Richard Taylor, the Family Tradition out of Scottsville, Kentucky, 341.85. And our winner, Mark Filiatro, all the way from Cox's Creek, Kentucky, comes out on top tonight. Alcohol-powered Case International, known as Bruiser, 357.93. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for all of our light limited super stock competitors. One more class to go, folks. They're going to take some signs down that we need to do for insurance purposes, and then we're going to move into our 12.5 stock farm tractor class. Last class of the night, and this should be a good one. 10 tractors in competition in our 12.5 stock farm division. This class is sponsored by the folks at DS Farm Supply Farm Stock. DS Farm Supply is a locally owned feed and farm supply store. They offer a variety of livestock feeds, minerals, and other items for your farming operation. They are located at 8124 Old Nashville Highway, right in McMinnville, Tennessee. So thanks to the folks at DS Farm Supply. I think we're going to have another contest out on the track while they do a little track maintenance, a little reweighting of the sled.
Okay, we got one last contest for the night. We got some good competitors out here. They're wanting some free Woodbury FFA t-shirts. Now how this is going to work is this is going to be a good old-fashioned sack race. We're going to go all the way down there to Abigail in the blue. Are our competitors ready? 3, 2, 1, go! They're off. Here we go. We got a leader. Right down there. Uh-oh, we got a leader. They're gaining on you. Almost there. It's a battle for second place. Oh, got a competitor down. Abigail, who is our winner? All right, let's hear it for our winner.
All right, going to go ahead and start our 12.5 farm stock class. Dustin Goodman's going to be our test puller out of Triune, Tennessee on a 4430 John Deere.
All right, fans, well, we got our winner of our limited super stock class, Mark Filiatro. And Mark, tell us about that run here tonight. Good one.
Yeah, it was a good run. We was a little worried. Those diesels, they was taking them down the track. I told Chuck, my brother, we put everything on the nose, put it in low gear, and I said, we just don't drop the draw ball. We run all we could. And that thing picked up and took off, and it never give up. So we never touched the brake. That's just a perfect pass. So we was lucky for that.
Now, what was the issue with the blue one tonight?
Well, we're working. We put some new boost sensors on that tractor, and we're holding too much fuel pressure. So we're fighting. Once we load it, just like it picked it up, man, it took off, and we're getting too much fuel in. So we're going to have to back that off somehow. But we're going to get it right. We ain't going to quit till we get her down there.
Well, I'd like to congratulate you on your first big PPL win there in Mexico, Missouri. Got that done with the Ford. But who would you like to thank here tonight helping you get here in the winner's circle?
Well, I got a long list, but check my brother Chuck, my family, my wife, all my kids. We're into it pretty big. Terry Blackburn helped me out a bunch. I got a phone call. If I got a question, I'll call him. He's always got something to tell me. And for all the fans that come out, that's the reason we do it. I know y'all sit up there. We get a big crowd like that. Man, we love to put on a show. So how louder y'all holler, the faster we want to go. So and thank the FFA and board, whoever put this on it was an awesome track. Best track we've been on all year. Y'all really, really done a great job with this tonight.
Well said, Mark. Fans, let's give him a nice round of applause. Mark Filiatro, the winner of our light limited super stock class here tonight, as we are just about ready to go farm stock pulling.
I got his motor in.
Okay.
And
Fans, so Dustin Goodman, the John Deere 4430, get us started here. Farm stock class, 12.5.
166.12 for Dustin Goodman. 166.12. Hey, coming up next going to be Jacob Blankenship from over in McMinnville, Tennessee. He's driving a 4010 John Deere. All right, once again, Jacob Blankenship. You're next up out of McMinnville, Tennessee, driving a 4010 John Deere. All right, looks like they are going to lighten the sled up just a little bit. So I guess we're going to be restarting this class. Jacob Blankenship, you'll be next up. 4010 John Deere out of McMinnville, Tennessee. All right, that's going to do it. .230.94 for Jacob Blankenship. 230.94. He's going to be our current leader. Next up, Joseph Ingram out of Chapel Hill, Tennessee, driving a 1066 International. Distance for Joseph Ingram, 180.50. The distance for Mick Hill, 249.16. Next up is going to be Nick Fisher out of Charlotte, Tennessee on a 1470 case. Wesley Foster.
I think he's flagging. I think it's starting like flag.
Robert Aikman, 55.
I thought he was older than that.
Wesley Foster, if you are not flagging and you have a minute, Donna Shelton needs to talk to you at the announcer stand. If you're flagging, yes, sir, 273.49 was his distance. New leader, 273.49. Next up is going to be Austin Kiger, I believe it is, out of Franklin, Tennessee on a 4430 John Deere.
It's not going to affect.
233.30 for Austin Kiger, 233.30. Next up, William Brown out of Unionville, Tennessee on the 1066 International. $238.52 for William Brown, $238.52. Next up, Bradley Coppinger from right here in Woodbury on a 40-20 John Deere. 211.53 for Bradley Coppinger, 211.53. Next up, Jason Rogers from Chapel Hill, Tennessee on a 1066 International. One 46.32 for Jason Rogers, 146.32. Next up, Dylan Patterson from Murfreesboro, Tennessee on a 4430 John Deere. 265.55 for Dylan Patterson, 265.55. Last competitor of the night, Dustin Goodman, our original test puller, is going to come back out of Tri-Union, Tennessee on a 4430 John Deere. $254.54 for Dustin Goodman, $254.54. All right, let's see. Looks like we're going to have Nick Fisher taking the top spot tonight, $273.49. Second spot's going to be Dylan Patterson, $265.55. And third place, Dustin Goodman, $254.54. Folks, for everyone here at the Woodbury FFA Truck and Tractor Pull and the Mid-South Pullers and the Pro Pulling League, Mr. Dan, had a good time tonight, buddy. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good time. Glad you fans came out and enjoyed the evening with us. And we'll see you back here in the 2026 version, the Woodbury Championship FFA Pull.
All right, good night, folks. God bless you and have a safe trip home. They say we got one more Jacob Blankenship's coming back for a rerun.
Hey, anyone in the last class, please come to the Huff and Puff trailer to collect your money. Thank you.